Alright.
And then he might see that we're not all the same people, like a little foxhard he is. Oh, not live yet, are we? Fuck's sake. Tell me when we're live.
Late.
Well, the intro did originally work. Oh well. Go ahead, Bandai.
Okay. Welcome to War Commander Watchtower. It is Easter, and before we move on, I just want to wish you all a happy Easter, and hope you have some lovely days. I will gonna introduce you to the panel, and I will start off with Bitboss Coyote.
Hello everyone and welcome to the show. I hope you enjoy.
And now we can go to sleep again. Then we have Geoff. Geoff.
Oh, and welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Well done.
And
Can I say something more?
yes, of course you can.
In case if you are in the live show, I will send you a link and you can join the live show. I will put you down. Join the voice chat. Let me that be clear up front.
And if you're rude, I'll boot your ass out myself.
Then we have Ghost Rider. Can you say hello?
I think I just did.
And High Society.
Hello.
And Raver.
Whatever.
Hello there, guys.
That sound little.
Like John Wayne.
And hello to everybody who's watching and everybody who's in the side chat. Especially Provider, because I flat you. Haha.
And then we have Thunder.
Good evening, everyone. Happy Easter. Hope you enjoy the show and welcome everybody, and that includes the people that we like to have fun with in our sector.
And him.
And I can see USA Kevin is muted, but I will go over to Yellow and he can start the show.
Hello, welcome everybody.
Hello.
All right,
Well,
brother.
guys, we had the event called, was it Minefield or something? What is
Yeah.
your...
Mind fields.
Yeah. What did you... I can say... I will take it from the top and go down because so we don't speak over each other. We can start with you, Big Boss Coyote.
Like always, it was boring, to be honest.
Yeah.
It was nice to see a base only air, but yeah, it was still boring. Let's not lie about that.
What do
I
you
give
think
it
of?
a 3.
3 out of 10?
Yeah. You
Okay.
fall asleep.
Yeah, but you can do that. Not yes, but what?
A raven banzai. I'm not that
No.
smart. A
No.
raven.
But what about the trophy? What do you think of that?
It is a high one, but not to say you can hide a lot behind it.
No.
They have better ones, but it is going in a good direction.
Yeah. Okay. Then we have Geoff.
Much of it, it's just like every other event. It's just the same old thing. VR changed the bases up very slightly, and like we had that all air one, but other than that, basically same old, same old.
And what will you rate it from 1 to 10?
4.
4. Okay. And the trophy, what do you think of that?
I quite like the trophy actually. I thought it was quite an impressive trophy. Not a big thing. I just like the look of it, and you can hide a little bit behind it, but not much.
Ghost Rider. Yeah. What is your take on the
event?
Yeah,
I would say a 5.
5?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was okay with the trophy. I just missed the ones that we could actually hide stuff from. Make it more fun.
Yeah. Okay. And the trophy?
Um, it certainly wasn't pleasing on the eye to look at. It looked like a trophy got disemboweled. um, but
So you're not that happy with it?
yeah, not really. They could have done better.
No. Yeah. Okay. Anxiety?
Hello. I like the new aircraft. I like the prize. Bit of a grind still. A little bit on the I don't know, easy side. I don't know. Just mediocre. Just there's nothing to look forward to. I wish they'd give us like what they do in the other events, where they can give us a bonus, where we can, as long as we're playing, we can keep on adding to that bonus just to get it done with.
Yeah.
That would be nice, because it's just too much of a grind.
So you think if you hit the base a couple of times, you will get the boost up and
Yeah.
running?
Yeah.
That would
In the
actually not
damage
be a bad
boost or
idea.
whatever,
Yeah.
just to get it over with sooner.
Yeah.
The and the trophy, I thought it was a ripoff of Ghost Rider the movie. Just
Yeah.
they've lost their creativity and now we're ripping off movies.
You're welcome. Because my name in there is Ghost Rider.
Yeah.
Figured as much.
Yeah.
You should charge them royalties for ripping it off.
Raven, what is your opinion on the event we had?
Kind of tedious at times. Because once we figured out the ultra basis, I thought it was pretty easy. I know until they changed stuff in the ultra base was pretty tough.
Yeah.
Other than that, yeah, trophy's not that bad. At least it's a decent sized trophy. It's not one of them little flat things that got something sticking out the ground. It's no good for now.
Yeah.
And that wasn't a bad event really. It wasn't bad at all.
What will you rate it?
I'd rate it probably a 6 out of 10.
6 out of 10.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah. And Thunder?
Hey up. The events. Yeah, it was one of them where it took a hell of a lot of time to grind it out and all the rest of it. So we're always going to hype and go on about the event being boring and all the rest of it. But hey, it is what it is. That's part of the game. For me, I would probably give it maybe a 6 because it's the same old, nothing different. Probably like a few changes in there. What? I don't know. Anything's welcome from Kickside to put it in the mix a little bit. But as I didn't really want to spend as much time as you really needed to do the event, I couldn't be asked, to be honest. The prizes, I just went for what I needed to get. But yeah, it's an event that comes. We all sit there, Kickside cock it up as soon as it starts. But hey ho, that's what they've done for the past 8 years. The trophy.
Yeah.
I like the trophy because when I lose my bottle opener and can't open my beers, that's what I look at.
Yeah.
But a trophy's a trophy, isn't it? But like you say, if it was a bit bigger and they, hit it 3 or 4 times round, gets bigger, but it doesn't seem to do that, does it? Or am I wrong?
No, it doesn't change. I don't know why people do the 5 run throughs when the trophy quite
I wish
clearly
they'd
doesn't
come.
change.
I
No,
wish they'd bring that back.
I actually know
The trophy
why
did used to get bigger, didn't it, at one time?
Yeah, you got some more extra things on it.
For some extra
Yeah.
animation.
Yeah.
I just want to say hello to Max AK Gypsy King on the side chat. Hello and welcome. I know why they hit the main bases a lot of time, because if you haven't got the units or tech from the previously event, you can actually get them just to hit the main bases. That is a way to get some of the tech and units from the last events.
Well, it's just
Well,
constantly running through the mission tracker, isn't it? If you keep
Yeah.
running through the mission track, you get like tech that you've missed and stuff like that. It gives you tech. You
Yeah.
get like
Correct.
build logistics and stuff like that for units that you need build logistics for. That's why it's there for. But that's kind of tedious as well, doing that over and over and over and over again.
Yeah. Exactly.
So,
And
needs
yellow.
must sometimes.
Yeah. Yellow.
Hello. My thoughts on the event. Where to start? Tedious, boring, grindy. For me, the events are too long. The difficulty level on this one was good. You couldn't just ruby it and fall asleep. You had to actually work it, which I quite enjoyed. That I quite enjoyed the increased difficulty. I don't like the fact that you get no stats at all on the units that they have, so you have no idea what you're going up against in your first day. I mean, it's bad enough that their units are OP and are better than anything we've got, yeah. But the fact that you have no idea what they're capable of, so when you go in, you can lose a day's repair because it's a standard tune. You've got all your uniques in there. You're looking at nearly 2 days worth of repair if you cock up.
Yeah, it's like them
And I
stupid little
think
play
that's
things, isn't it?
totally immoral and unfair. They should release the stats of the units that you're facing.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Good shout,
How
that
you
yellow.
then
Good
try and
shout.
work out how to deal with them.
Yeah.
Correct.
And then
Right.
They're
at
always
least-
overhyped, their tunes.
Yeah, to me, I think they could improve the difficulty level a bit more, but they've got to sort out the fucking payout. That's the grind, the payout. If they sort out the payout, up the payout, and reduce the time of the event, the events will be good again. For me, eventually, I don't mind taking, at the end of the night, I've got 5, 6, 7, 8 hours damage, because I could just go, there's the X button, I'm going to bed, start again tomorrow. Yeah?
Correct.
Or if I want to carry on, I'll press the coin button. It's my choice.
Yeah.
But the fact that it just drags on for 5 days, what was it, 6 days?
Mm-hmm.
It's too long.
It is too long. It is too long.
It should,
I know people say,
the
"Oh,
event should
this."
start Thursday and they should finish Monday.
Yeah,
Start
but
Friday and finish Monday.
yeah, but
So
some
it's 2
people
days,
are
3 days
some-
on it.
some people are working and some people are out in the weekends. So
Well,
This is why I say they've got to improve the payout.
No, you know what I see?
You know, if they improve the payout, you won't have to play. So you could do one run through, right? In that event, if you're doing a challenge basis, for me, one run through should get you either all the units, or all the logistics, or all the new tech. That's what the payout should be achieving.
You know,
But make it a lot harder. Make it a bit, well, not a lot harder, but make it a bit more harder. Make it a bit more time consuming on your behalf.
You
So
know
you're gonna
what
actually
I
work
think?
for it.
You know what I think? What should be fix the biggest problems of us? That the event takes so long. It's not a problem because people don't always have the time to play. But what I think that they log the first 2 days of the event, I don't mind. But I don't think it need to be closed. You know what I mean?
Oh.
For
they should
the
sell
whole event,
in the prize store. They should have jump tokens.
you can buy 2 of them and you jump back and.
But that's basically why us as a group jumped at different sectors to stop us getting so bloody bored.
Yes.
At the end of the day,
Correct.
look, all
Yes.
they've got to do, if people moan about it's not long enough. I really do think it's too long. I think it's miles too long. Bring back the 200% or 100% bonus. So if you've only got a day to play, you think, well, I'll need this unit. It looks great. Right, I'm going to bang a bit of coin. Bump, bump, bump. Click on that. Yeah, whatever it is. I can't remember what the 200 used to be. Was it 60 coin, 50 coin?
But that is
6
the
hours,
honest thing.
and that's what you got to do. Yeah, then.
No, you see it like just throw coins at it, but
No,
some
I'm
people
not.
don't
It's your
mind.
choice. Coins. It's your choice whether you coin or not. If you really want the unit that much and you really like the unit, then you've got to put a little bit of stomach into it. You've got to put the time into it or the money.
Yeah, so the option is there for somebody that wants to coin to get the event over because they don't have the time because they've got other commitments. But the
Yeah.
event can last out a little bit longer for the people that don't have coin to sit there
Oh,
and commit to Kicks Eye.
And grind
oh,
it, yeah.
At the end
make
of the
it
day, if they want that unit, they'll get that unit if they want it bad enough. It's that simple.
Exactly.
Excuse me, guys. I just want to make a call out that Perry's in the side chat. If you guys
Yeah.
want to say hi to him.
Hi, Perry.
Hello,
Hi,
Perry.
Hi, Perry. Hello,
Miss
Perry.
you.
Miss you, mate.
We'll miss you too, Perry.
But
Well,
I just think it's miles
No,
too long.
no.
The event miles too long, and the payouts are crap. And
The
that's
first
that's,
thing
that's
is-
the grind for me. That's the
No,
grind.
listen to
You've
me.
got to look at the two things: the longevity of the event, how long it's on for, and the shit payout.
Yeah.
Maybe
That's
some,
why it's a grind.
if you
Well,
spend
Just them
6
two
hours
things-
on the
you address
bases,
them two things, you can stop people whinging a lot. Oh, it's so boring.
maybe you should do the progression of bases every time you hit the same base within the same. If you hit 2 level 1 challenges after going through the complete thing, the second run in the challenge within the same hour, it goes up a 10% payout bonus.
Well, that's what
And
they
the-
used to do years ago.
Yeah,
Kind of
yeah.
with the tiers. We used to have the tiers. Used to go base 1, 2, 3. Used to go up to 100 or something, and each
Yeah.
one got harder and a bigger payout. That was to me. That was when the events were at their best.
But this 5th one, where it drops the payout to less than what the 4th one was,
Correct.
I don't know.
But you need to remember, in the old days, you buy the unit at once. Now we need to buy them sometimes 32 times. That is the difference with the old days and now. Now we don't
And
have enough.
that's why I'm saying that you can improve the payout on the XP. I think the difficulty level on this event was spot on.
Yeah, it
I
was
think
quite
most
good.
levels could do that. Well, you're going to take some damage, yeah, if you're not a good player or a bit of a lower player. But if the payout's worth it, it's worth it. The payout at the moment is not worth it. The payout's pathetic.
that is my opinion too. It is little on the low side, but what did you rate it?
My rate would be, I don't know if anyone will get this one, will be 3.14159265359.
Pythagoras.
That's
Yeah,
a
well
Yeah.
done, mate. Well done. Gold star for you.
Cheers, mate.
Go get a drink, Jeff.
Ta.
But my opinion on the event was that it like you said, it is little monotone. It's little boring when you start to get the hang of it. I can see that they did a lot of changes in the ultra based. I think it was the second day they put out some. They took out the what do you call it, orbital
Missile
hammers
jammer.
and missile jammer, so we actually had a chance to get to those spawning units
Yeah.
in the back. So that, from my part, that was actually a good thing they did, because that base was overpowered, in my opinion. If you did one mistake, you had a couple of hours repair time. I saw that on when we were in the Discord and played it at the event. So if you didn't do it, if it was unfortunately that you got hit by some of those units that was coming, you will lose your ass. And like you said, it is. They could have said that it will hit high altitude, and they could give some stats out how hard they hit you, because last event, the event before, you could actually use your harbinger for most of the bases. Little time consuming, but
That's
you
the
could
problem,
actually.
isn't it? That's it. They cottoned onto that we're better than they are, and we
Yeah.
outsmarted them again, so they go that extra level.
Yeah.
Just
But
a
they
heads
could
up.
have.
I just think they need to release them stats of the units.
Yeah.
Just a heads up, real quick. Was Charles in here in the other room before we all jumped down? Because he said that he wanted to be on. But I guess
Just if he's on.
He's got
No,
on.
he
He's gone
wasn't.
off, hasn't
no, that's what I was looking for. But I didn't want to interrupt until we got to the certain
I didn't
part.
drag him.
Oops.
he? Can I just
No,
also
he-
bring something else up about the event
Okay.
with these showcase bases? The showcase bases is a genius idea from Kixeye. absolutely brilliant. One of the best things they've ever come out with. But also, in the same breath, absolutely one of the shittest things they've ever come out with because they are pathetic.
What they
The
could
idea
have.
of the
Show
concept is fantastic.
anything.
It's
Yeah.
fantastic. Yeah, it's a fantastic concept. But the actual bases themselves are pathetic. They're embarrassing. Doesn't show
don't
nothing
demo
what the unit's
anything.
What they could have
It's a
done
free
with that.
base. We gain nothing from it. Yeah, right. The only thing we gain is how the unit works. So do the base so it stretches that unit to its max. Yeah.
What they could have done, put all of those units in, so you can have a chance to see what you were fighting against, and not just one or two, or was it infantry? 6 infantry guys in that base. You had to hit.
Two
They could
level
actually,
1
yeah,
heavy gun turrets or something like that.
they could actually
Look
have
the ship they're putting in the
dropped. Can
defenders.
I please speak?
Sorry.
Finish. I could actually, what they could have done is put some of those units in, all of those light vehicles and heavy vehicles in, and let us see what damage it can do to them, and what damage they could do to you.
So that's exactly
well,
what I'm saying, Bonzo. Exactly. So it stretches that unit to its limit.
yeah,
Even if the unit the base is finished and each one of these new the Orions have got literally 1 bar of health left. That's what he wants to be at, so you can see what they can do and what they're up against.
May I say something?
yep.
Yeah. So the units that whether you choose to coin, build, spend time on, all the rest of it on every event, how long is it going to be before it's not the unit that you worked hard on, i.e. being
I think we're gonna go to that because I have some very big complaints about the Pathfinders.
Okay, cool. It's not just the Pathfinders; it's every event they're doing.
Basically, get in the queue, mate.
Okay, no problem. I do apologise.
But now
I'll carry on
that
hitting bases.
now that they mention it, let us go with the Pathfinders. When you have them in an event and you can see what kind of damage they can do, you say, okay, this unit is gonna be a great unit, and then you start to coin that unit. For most part, or some people will coin that unit because they can see what it can do. And suddenly you cannot. What was it? There was some issues with it.
Well, apparently, the bloodlust was supposed to be at 100% maximum. I just think that's the biggest load of bollocks I've ever heard.
Yeah, but let us say that they did that mistake, that the bloodlust one was on them straight away. My opinion is that it is when you go to the grocery, you buy, you see a apple. You say that apple, I want to get that because it looks tasty, and then you get it, and it is a fucking rotten apple. That is how I see it. Sorry, my English is not that good.
It's like going to a garage and you park your Ferrari in a garage, and when you go to pick it up, you get a plastic pig.
I would
Something
love
like
that.
that.
Do you know what I mean? That's what that unit was like. It went from being a good unit to being an absolutely shambles that belongs to be scrapped. That's how good it is.
Are they going to refund us on the coins that we've coined to get it up there straight away?
No.
Exactly.
But that is, I think it is a dick move from Kickside, because if there is some trouble with them, they have some, let us say, glitch buff or something in the beginning, they have to say it so we know what stats it's gonna get, so we know that they gonna nerf them at some point. The trouble was with them, some of us coined to level 20 because we knew that it could hit air, and suddenly we can see that it have not been working since March the 3rd.
Well, it was broken. It was broken from March the 10th anyway, because the AA gun wasn't working. So you were all waiting for that to get sorted, and when they did get sorted, they took the game down, brought them back, and they were absolutely heap of shit.
Yeah.
they absolutely knacked a unit that we all thought was going to be good.
Wasn't that
That
during the
you,
Depression?
After the downtime what they did, where they not nerfed, but they took some
changed the numbers. Changed the
details
numbers.
of our units. After that, the Pathfinder just went from a fucking good unit to a shit unit, in my opinion.
Banzai, can I say something?
Yeah.
This point is they nerfed the maintenance angry in the first place. With Kickside done to others and lying about everything. Some
Can I?
people of the group asked of the nerfs in it and they said no. And then we have a picture where it's clearly you can see they were nerfed. He don't tell us
I have
the
it
truth.
up on my screen.
Yeah.
I did a
Screen
comparison.
share, Jeff. Screen share, Jeff.
Yep.
If you have it on your screen,
Yep.
because
When they did the downscaling of the numbers, it was a 1,000 to 1 reduction. So for every 1,000 points, it was reduced to 1 point. And you can see here on the legendary rifleman, it had 32 million health and it had 10 million damage points. And it was reduced to 32,000 health and 10,522, it rounded up, damage points. Now here's the small image of the Pathfinder. You see what it's been reduced down to. This is not 1,000 to 1. The health is 1,000 to 1. You can see it clearly. 140 million got reduced to 140,000. The damage points, as per their advertisement, should be 25,035. It should have been rounded up to 25,036, and they gave us 18,792. That's a clear nerf.
yeah,
That's
that
not
is-
what they advertised it.
No.
And I've been back and forth with them, and they say, "Oh, it's right. It's it's the back end math. You don't see it, but everything's the way it's supposed to be." Then why did you advertise it as being more than what it's showing? And they can't answer me.
We have
Exactly.
Chris, can I
Guys.
say something?
Wait, can I go first?
Charles is trying to speak and you're speaking over him. Hold on a second. Go ahead, Charles.
They used car sale dust. They gave us a shiny new Corvette, let us test drive it, then made us leave the lot with the Yugo.
Yeah.
Correct.
In my opinion, it's just I feel like little like I've been scammed.
Yeah,
Can I ask you something?
100%.
Go ahead, Jonathan.
We have another picture too in this Discord where you see the fire rate. First was it something higher and now it is way below to stay you know what I mean?
It's
Yes,
missing.
but the numbers that Jeff is saying, right, which what they're reducing it down to with the numbers, right, it's quite clearly on the Pathfinder that's wrong. And their Kickstarter trying to deny that it's wrong.
And I can show you. Now, there's other ones.
Anton Martin says, and hello, Anton. The war loss was 100%.
Correct.
So that is that the stats should not be with the war loss on.
Yeah, but these
And
stats,
I
these
can
stats-
tell you right now, I've done more research. Warlust is for survivors only. Go back and look at the Doppler. It's a Warlust survivor unit. The numbers they advertised are exactly the number they've published.
Yeah.
There is no difference between when they downscaled that from on 1,000 to 1 ratio. The numbers match. So
that's
they
why it
can't say
doesn't.
that the Pathfinder was advertised and they modified, because originally the Pathfinder had 30 million health or damage points. It was nerfed. Instead of coming back down to 25 million, it went down to 18. It was It was 5 million ahead of the game, and then they nerfed it 6 million below.
I don't hope
Something-
that.
So basically, they pulled your pants down with the unit.
Yeah,
And they've
exactly.
done,
That's the top and bottom of it.
Again,
and it goes different ways, because like the Wastelander, if you look at the advertised spec, the advertised spec is lower than what they've got it in the actual game by about 3,000 damage points. So it's back and forth. They're not consistent. And if they change it, they need to change the documents.
And they should not put the DPS max if they say that is what you get when you put the Warlost on. But because that will be false advertising. Today you cannot go in with one fraction and just hit a base. You have multiple fraction when you hit a base today, and that is just not right. What they have done with this one is missing 6,000 hit points.
It's quite clear. He says it on Jeff's screen share. There's no denying it. They've definitely nerfed that unit. They've nerfed it to the point that it's no fucking good. Pardon my French.
No, it's not. You know, if you want to go out and have a 32-ounce steak and it gets served up to you as a beef burger, you're going to go, what the hell's this?
It's like getting a 32-ounce steak and then dropping it on your plate and a 16-ounce steak. Come on. Do you know what I mean? You'd stop complaining about it, wouldn't you?
Right.
Well, that's not what I paid for. No.
I'm going to have another beer.
I think we all need to have a beer after that.
Definitely.
I know what
Put actual real world money into it, and then it's like they stole your money.
No,
It's a double whammy.
I feel like I've been duped by a gypsy bandit salesman.
I like that first word.
I bet you do.
Well, what are your opinion on the new units? The
I like them.
Yeah, Orion, yeah.
Love
Will
them.
they nerf it?
The Orion.
Yeah, will they nerf it?
I really don't hope they do that, because if they do that, it will be the last time I ever coin a unit again.
Same.
Mother, do you really, with this proof, do you really believe they will not nerf it?
I will.
Yeah, in time, in 3 or 4 months, it's not gonna be that great. That is the pattern of War Commander.
Me and Bonsai know how to use that unit, and that unit is a really, really good unit at the minute. And if they nerf it, we're gonna know.
I'm not asking if it is a good unit or when they're gonna do it. I asked, do you really think they will not nerf it?
Oh, they will.
That is
They
my
will.
I don't
They
hope
will
so.
nerf it, and when will they do it? And I think it will be end of next week.
I give them
Because that unit is one of the strongest of the moment, so I don't understand. We show you they nerf units and you still believe they don't. They will not do it again.
But what you've also got to remember, is how long of a shelf life have these units got? Not long.
Some have a long lifetime, depending on how you use them. The Darkstorm have been in the game for 3 years now.
Exactly, a long time.
Yeah.
And it's still a useful unit. The Raptors weren't great. Now look at them; they're used all the time. To me, at the minute, the best units in game, right? To be fair, are the legendary units.
Oh, but they have put them up already too.
What?
Because they don't need overtanks. Don't die in 2 seconds.
Max AA say they play on the big coiners lads. Sorry, but facts. And
true.
that is, I have to give him that. That is absolutely true. But
Armor up. They don't need to die in 2 seconds. They do it with all the units. All the units we use, they will mess with.
Here's the I don't know if you got me up on the screen still.
Yeah.
Here's the Doppler comparison.
Yeah.
They did it 1-to-1. Here's 75,000 was 75 million. Here's 6760. Here's 6760. And that's a survivor unit. They can't say anything about bloodlust.
Correct.
Now they try to pull that shit on us. It's bullshit.
Yeah.
There should be no difference.
Oh, bullshit.
And you notice straight away how they were nerfed. They could not even kill the heavy platforms like they did before.
But Bonsai, we barely had the units of Fortnite, and they've done that to them. It's a joke.
Yeah.
Guys, can I just add to that? Because Anton's put on something about the bloodlust in the side chat about having a 200 Warlust possible? That's a good question, Anton, because I was harking on about that in the Discord, and I could not get a definitive answer. Because I have always been survivors. I've never changed. Well, not for a long time. I've been survivors probably now for at least 18 months, possibly 2 years. And I was asking, was I getting 200% on the Warlust, and no one could answer me.
Very, very true. You never get a straight answer. That's the problem. Jeff inquired about these Pathfinders. Did he get a straight answer? No. He got into an argument, and they were trying
magic
to deny
math
it.
in the background. It's all good. Our engineers tell us it's good. Yeah, well,
but
they're not going to waste time trying to see if it's wrong.
Yeah, you've got every unit. You've checked every unit, and every unit is bang on, apart from the Pathfinder. So that the unit is it's quite clearly been nerfed, and they're saying it hasn't. So they're full of shit. They're telling lies to the community.
And if they are going to nerf it, at least tell us, hey, look, we overpowered it, or it was an error on somebody's part, or our publication was a mistake. You know, just be upfront about it and say, hey, look, we had to do it this way. Because we do spend coin. And I use this example. I said, you guys don't give a shit because you're not losing coin on it. You know, we make decisions on how we spend our money based on the information we're given, and then you change it on us.
Correct. That's fraud. It's fraud.
And the performance of the unit, don't forget.
Right.
We look at a unit, we test it out, yeah, okay, I'm going to bung a couple of quid on this unit, this is great. And then they do this. It is fraud. It's wrong.
And how quickly we upgrade it. You know, I wouldn't have upgraded it to level 20 as quickly as we did, Bonsai and I, if we'd known. You know, they knew 10 days or 5 days before we upgraded it to level 20. They knew that the thing wasn't shooting air.
Well, it was broken from March 10th, and they didn't even bloody tell you.
No. They told us, oh, it's been like that since March 10th. I said, well, where was the announcement? Where did you publicly say that, hey, we're aware that it's broken. You know, here's this is what we know. It's broken. So I would have said, okay, well, there's no need to upgrade it until I fix it. Because 16, 17, and 18 were just as good.
Exactly. So basically, you did that to get it up to a level that you wanted it to, and when you found out that it didn't work properly at 20,
Pixai was kind enough to refund us our level 20 purchase.
Yeah, but that's what you got. But what about the rest?
Right, but the 4 days that the 4 levels I upgraded it, I probably could have upgraded it at least 2 more levels before they fixed it.
Yeah, but in hindsight, would you have done what you've done if you know what was going to happen to that unit? Nerfing it, by the way.
Of course not.
No, you wouldn't. Of course you wouldn't.
Nerfing it? No.
Exactly.
That's what he's just said. He'd just done it.
I still find it a good unit. I still use it a lot, but it's not as good as it was when they first came out.
Nowhere near.
I think it's absolute cannon fodder. It was a good unit, and they've ruined a perfectly good unit, and you might as well stick it in the...
It's still a good unit.
It's
not,
honestly,
but it's underpowered. It is underpowered.
And how long did it go underpowered? From day dot, wasn't it? Because you coined it as you could have just let the course...
I can show you another screenshot. It was overpowered to begin with. I'll tell you that. They did have it overpowered because it was 30 million. It wasn't the 25 at max level. So
why don't they just put the hands up?
They could have. Instead of nerfing it just down to what it was advertised, which I would perfectly understand. You advertise it this way. It came on. We got a benefit of an error, but you published it this amount, and you brought it back down to the amount you published. That is perfectly understandable.
Can I come back to you on this one, as you're saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's all good and well. So why can't they just put their hands up? So you've sent an email into them to give them the X, Y, and Z, and they've gone, yeah, we're fucked up. You've coined what to get to so and so? Yeah, here it is. And everything else. They don't have to tell everyone. Whoever just puts an email in or a complaint or whatever, they just go, yeah, we fucked up. Here's all your gold back, and here's this. Don't have to give it to everybody, do they?
No. Only those that requested it.
Let's get on a positive point
Well,
of
that's
view.
what they don't want to do, because if they do hold their hands up, they're admitting liability. Then therefore they are open to refunding people the money, which is what Kickstarter probably trying to avoid.
They just ignore
But this
you.
is what I'm saying. For the only ones that actually put a ticket in.
They get ignored.
Just put it this
If they
way.
announced it, the ticket level would probably double.
Yeah, but what I'm
kid you not.
saying, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. So what I'm saying is, there's certain people that will contact Kickstarter, speak to them, and tell them this is what I've done, this is what I've coined, this is everything else, and they'll go, yeah, we've, you know what I mean? It'll be word of mouth then, instead of publicly being open to everything. But on a positive point of view, we've all got our own teams. We fight everyone, everything else. But as a Kickside players, before the game gets shut down and all the rest of it, we all collectively need to get together and just go, Kickside, you need a little swift boot up the arse and just tell us what we want to hear. All we want to know is there's an event coming. This is the new toy that you're going for. This is what it is. This is what it does. And this is what it's going to remain. Not spend all your gold, buy it, and then, by the way, we'll take it off you in 14 days' time.
To be
Where
fair,
they could make better use of the showcase, is what I was going on about earlier. Where they could
Correct.
make better use of the showcase bases instead of that pathetic things that they put out.
And then,
There's lots of things.
and then
To
not
be
get,
fair-
and
to be
not
fair,
get
they-
people who are actually correct in what they're saying and trying to explain to them instead of solving
to
the
be
issue.
fair, a lot can be said. A lot can be said about this unit, right? We can all sit here, we can discuss, we can say this, we can say that, right? We all know. As soon as we used that Pathfinder, after the game went down, something was wrong. We all said it. What have they done to the Pathfinder? So, for us to notice it, who else in the community noticed the Pathfinder? I tell you all that unit's good for, hitting bastion bases, and then you'd be lucky.
Yeah, I'm not even good for that anymore.
Not even good for that anymore. That's how good they are.
Yeah,
They should give those 6,000 back on them, so it matches the stats. Then it's maybe gonna be a good unit again. Because this is just, yeah, I'm starting to get a little angry
And
again.
also, another thing on it, one of the techs is broken. The turn speed tech is broken.
Oh, and yes,
Sometimes they just freeze.
yeah.
On the
Turn
new
speed
two.
tech, they just freeze.
Yep.
All right, so that'll go down, and then it'll be nerfed again, won't it?
Here's the chart that I made originally. This was the original numbers on the at level 20 before they nerfed it. The damage point was, you can see, 30 million, which was above the level that they advertised. So they could have reduced it just down to the 25, and that would, I don't think anybody can complain, hey, the numbers were wrong, we just made it to what we advertised it at.
Yeah.
But they just messed it up big time when they dropped it well below.
Yeah. But on a positive note, the Orion, whichever way you want to call it, Bagel, whichever
Oreo.
way, you know what I mean? Salt. What was Raver and Bonsai, well, the guys here probably know what my original opinion of it was. I absolutely hated it. But now,
Chat.
I absolutely love it.
The exact words were, this unit's a load of crap, I'll never use it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was
But dude's being a
repeated
bit
for a
quicker.
couple of days, I believe.
Yeah. Now I absolutely love it. But I
It's-
suppose they've good and the bad, isn't it? We've got to take.
Well, and take will be the operative word, because that's what they will do to 7 to 14 days. Mark my words. I think it'll be the end of next week.
I don't think they'll do anything to this.
Well, the
Nothing
turn
seems to be
speed's
wrong with
broken.
Yeah, the turn speed. That is the other thing with the
That's the
Pathfinders.
Pathfinder, isn't it? That's the
Yeah,
Pathfinder.
Pathfinder turn
Okay,
speed's
if you
broken, yeah.
can,
Sorry.
I could just gonna explain. If you put the turn speed on them, they will stop mid-air and just hover over the unit and shoot it and not fly away. So when you put
formation.
so when you put it on attack, it will go straight to the unit and hover over it. So
Yeah.
if you don't do it right, they will the other units that are in the base you're hitting will actually kill those Pathfinders. So
Yeah.
if I was you, would just take that off and put the other tick on.
Yeah, the other tech's better anyway.
And
Yeah.
and on that note, I will say something else. They still haven't fixed the cardinal tech.
Yeah, and they
That's
still haven't
another thing.
the Raptors.
Yeah.
Was the hover tanks broken, or we didn't figure that one out yet?
Oh, God knows for the hover tanks. But the cardinal tech, the gold tech, is supposed to make the unit stronger, right? Nah, not with this gold tech. You might as well hide that bloody thing and all.
Yeah, I made a
Also,
video of the Cardinal versus the Legendary Titan. The first time was with the gold tech on it, and it was just the Cardinal going up against my max 20 level Titan, Legendary Titan, and not only did it die, but it left 3/4 of the health on, or 1/4 of the health on the Legendary Titan. Took that gold tech off, same attack, and the Cardinal killed it and everything else, and still had 1/4 of its own health. So that gold tech with the split shot is useless.
doesn't it make you think, though? Doesn't it make you think that we've been doing things like this? Doesn't it make you think that if you go through and look at stuff, what other stuff is actually broken? Because if there's one or two things broken, what other stuff that we don't actually know or realize is broken?
Don't even start on that, right?
Do you know what I mean, though? We'd all be doing it. Can you imagine going through and checking out stuff that you think's going to make a unit stronger, but actually doesn't? You know what I mean? How pathetic
I
that
thought
is.
exactly the same thing. Do you know what? I'll be an ostrich on this one. I'll stick my head in the sand. I don't want to know.
Too bloody right, no.
It's a big rabbit hole if you go back and try to look at the 1-to-1 or the 1,000-to-1 compression on all the units. Some of them are dead on 1-to-1 match, and some of them are off, and it can be a positive or negative. So they don't match what they were advertised to be. Sometimes it's in our favor, sometimes it's not in our favor. And right now, like the perfect example is the Pathfinder is not in our favor. It is underperforming what they advertised it to be.
Performance issues.
Yeah. And on that note, I will say one thing. Yes, we've been having a dig at Kickside. We've been telling them about all the stuff that's wrong. But I will say thank you to Kickside for two things: the 2 new missiles, thank you, and the new turret, thank you.
Yes.
At least you've done something decent.
My opinion, not makes up for what we have. The problems in the game itself, they don't add up. They just need to fix it, and you cannot say they are honest about it, because you put the proof in their face, they will just lie in your face like always.
Do you honestly think they could shut this game down, repair it, and bring it back, and it'll be hunky dory? I don't think so.
No, I understand there will always be bugs, but don't lie about it. Just be, hey guys, we know we fucked up. Our apologies, we will try to fix it.
Oh, I will say one thing.
Some of it they do say it. It's just not the ones that we think.
I know Jeff had a discussion with somebody about this Pathfinder. I know we're going back to the Pathfinder again. And basically, he got to the point where he was getting ignored.
And that's why it's on the show.
And that's why it's on the show, because he got ignored. And that's not nice when you're trying to tell them that something's wrong and you get ignored.
No, it wasn't ignored. I was told I was wrong. I wasn't reading it right. I'm trying to make an apple out of an orange, basically.
You got the facts and figures in front of you. How can you be wrong?
If you can't show me the math that you're talking about, then you're bullshitting me. That's what I see.
Just ask them the formula.
If one can clearly be seen as 1,000-to-1 compression,
yeah,
then why isn't everything else 1,000-to-1 compression?
Correct.
Just remember,
if you said you were only going to fix the fact that the Pathfinder wasn't shooting air, and it comes back and it's now shooting air, but now it's no longer having the damage points, then you didn't just fix one thing, you nerfed the fucking thing. Excuse my language.
No, you're fine.
No, carry on. I like it. Fair play.
Yeah,
and that's the way it should be.
Just remember, when the main person is talking, let's try not to have like 2 or 3 people like.
I'm sorry for that. I am guilty.
No, everybody's guilty for that, not just you. Me
And
too.
me,
No,
yeah.
no, no.
Oh,
But the thing is, we all do it all the time. We all talk over each other. It's just that we get a little bit hot headed. It's not upsetting anybody.
We're
We all get our
passionate
say at
about
the
the
end of the
game
day.
we love.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's
Yeah.
exactly the point I was just about to say.
No.
but we
And we
all
all
just
try to
want
stick
one
out.
thing. Just
Yeah.
want one thing. We just want Kickside just to admit and get things. Okay, admit it. I'm not bothered about that. We know it happens. Can you just try and at least fix the game that we've been playing for so long? That's it. That's all I ask. Nothing more,
No,
nothing less.
I don't even ask to fix the game. I just ask they will be honest about it. That's
Yeah.
all what I. If something happens and it don't work like it, let on something know. Now you know about it and you will try to fix it. Just don't go block people or shut them off or ignore them because you know it is wrong. We know it. Just confess it. Problem solved. And try to fix it on your own time. But just be honest about it. You have people putting a lot of money in this game, and what they get back just disrespect. And that is what kicks I don't understand, in my opinion. That's my opinion.
Is Kickstarter Russian owned?
No. No. No.
Are we gonna have to pay in rubles?
No.
Well, not that.
It's just,
Yeah.
I mean, I was trying to explain to him they don't spend money in the game when they don't play it the way we play it. They don't analyze the things the way we analyze things. They don't justify their spending.
Yeah.
Because it's all free gold they're playing with. So they can't say, "Oh yeah, we know what you mean." Bullshit. You didn't, you guys have free gold on your accounts. You lose your shit, you just coin it and keep going.
Well, it's like, yeah, exactly, Jeff. It's like, also like a point Max said in the side chat. They only seem to cater for the people that have no concept of coin, like the whale coiners, as you want to call it, if you want to call them that. People that money's no object to, and are quite willing to just spend stupid money. That's their only seems to be their only target market. Because, like I say, they have no concept of what it actually really costs. Everyday people, and let's be honest, the majority of their players are everyday people who go out and earn their own money. So I mean, go and work hard for their money, and then think, yeah, I enjoy this game. I'll put a little bit of money into it. But you've got to realise this is people's money. Their livelihood that they're using to pay for this game to keep the lights on.
You sold us good beer at the beginning, and then it's crap, and you still want to charge us the same amount.
I mean, the majority of the players are normal people. They're not millionaire whale coiners.
Well, I don't know. I think
That
Jeff
is
is
wrong.
almost that way.
I'm not a
Not
whale.
even slightly. Not even
No.
slightly.
The
Never.
second thing is that they say that they fixed the what do you call it, attack lock. It's
Yeah.
still broken.
Yes.
Just messing with
Fucking
you.
still
Last time
broken.
I decided to see my
Oh, it's a
attack,
pain in the arse, that is.
it took me 2 hours before I could see it.
No.
I love how we get zero attacked after we've been 100% bubbled. That's mind blowing until you realize that it's just Kixeye screwed up.
Well, guys, we're gonna go through the release notes on here on the. Am I screen sharing?
Not yet, because we're about
Not yet,
53 minutes into it, so I just want to make sure when you wanted me to screen share you.
Just gonna screen.
Okay, wait a minute.
Can I
Yeah.
say something?
Sure. Go ahead.
In the game right now, some of our opponents have been coming over and attacking us.
Okay.
We're gonna fuck
Yeah.
them over after, but let us not talk about that now.
Yeah, we don't care really, so.
Hey, brother, I've got 10,000 off them. Don't worry. I'm keeping it in whilst we're in chat.
Well, am I screen sharing?
Mm-hmm.
Ghost Rider?
Yep, go ahead.
Yes.
Yep. Release note 12.8. Shadow Return. Sorry?
I was going to say, if you want somebody else to read it, you might want to get it a little bit bigger, because that's even small for YouTube.
This one?
Is there a way for you to make it a little bit?
That's what she said.
I just want it bigger.
You want it bigger?
Is there a way to get it bigger?
Please.
Can you get it bigger?
Yeah.
I like
Let's see.
bigger.
I'm going for the beer. Be right back.
It's getting bigger.
Oh,
Can you see this now?
Now I can see it. Go ahead, honey.
Okay.
Ghost Rider, please.
I was just getting excited. Now, come on.
Come on. Shadow of Return. Return of the Castaway Chapter 4. Earn parts for the Purious Plutonium Tech. Beat the Shadow of bases over the next 3 weeks and earn all 8 parts. So we're gonna get some new tech for that new infantry unit. To get the gear needed, bring your Orion to the next level in the Shadow Ops. The tech is within reach. Starts the April the 5th and at 10 a.m. PDT and ends May the 4th at 11:59 p.m. PDT. So it is the tech you can get for the Orion by hitting the Shadow Up bases. And what?
Hello, Jesse.
Hey, Jesse.
Hello.
Hello?
Jesse?
Hi, Jesse.
We're just in a live show at the moment.
No, I was watching.
Warpath, earn honor from players' spaces engagement. Winning honor improve your position on the leaderboard. Each reach higher leaderboard division to unlock more metal and blood forum. It starts the 14th and ends the 19th at 10 a.m. PDT. Then we have the invasion coming up next week.
Oh, God.
Invasion Mayhem are invading and will have you facing off against offensive waves to win metal and forum, along with the upgrades and build logistics for the Pro Boss, Abraham, Pathfinder, and the Perseus. Metal forum and advanced material are awarded on every playthrough. Fight for a fast time to rise up the leaderboard for the payout prizes. So we have to do our bases again, I think.
Yeah.
Yep.
Not me.
There are 10 waves to beat it in order to complete the invasion campaign. Each wave awards medal and forum prizes. Once the final wave has been completed, invasion can be restarted for additional prize and a chance to get a higher spot on the leaderboard. That starts the April 22nd at the 10 a.m. PDT and ends at 25th at 10 a.m. PDT. Briefing available Wednesday the 20th. So there's gonna be a little more about that.
Fine. Level 42 is going to beat Saul.
Yes, probably. Yeah. Content changes. Torrent and Rocket Silo. The new GE/O Torrent are available for upgrade in addition to 2 new rockets. The Tungsten rocket and the Acid Rain rocket are available to upgrade. So for those that have not noticed that, there are some missiles you can upgrade in your weapons lab and a new heavy torrent.
When did that heavy turret come out?
Last
Same day as
time.
the
Last downtime, yeah.
mistakenly, I guess.
That is Friday. Friday?
Friday, yeah, Friday.
Okay, a few days ago now.
Yeah.
I'd have matched
Yeah.
one out.
Nothing new there then.
The Pursuers, the new defensive unique is here. The Pursuers are motorized wolf pack that hunts down their target and ends to the end of the earth. Each rider possesses a different weapon and combat skill, making the Pursuers the vastly gang ever base need what? Vastly gang every base needs. So that is a new base unique that is coming.
Versatile.
Pursuer bases will be on the map to earn parts for and tech from the 22nd to April 25th. Spotlight briefing available Wednesday that 20. So we're gonna get some more info on that as well Wednesday. It is this week we are going into. Is it not? I think
I wonder
it
if
is. Yeah.
that gang thing that they're talking about, the motorcycle gang, if it's like that motorcycle bike that did anti-air.
Yeah.
I wonder if it's similar to that.
Anton is
Sydney
asking
Go-Go Bar.
if it is.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. Anton is asking if it is survivors. I actually don't know yet, but we can take a look maybe in the bases after that. Fighter company tech capacity is getting an increase. The tech capacity will be increased to following standard 1,000, 1,500 at Elite, and 2,000 at Omega to 2,500. Yeah, there was an issue with that under the event when you got the new tech, you could not equip it, but it is fixed now.
Had to take away a wingman.
Join the gear store this month is the Pathfinder along with the bronze and silver tech. We're gonna take a little closer look at that. Bug fixes, general fixes and improvements. Crucible bases weren't paying out rapid traverse tech. Some terminals were remaining stealth after the command center was destroyed. That is a very old bug, I think.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
Yep. Gonna switch screen to the next one. It is, let me see, it's F11. Is the Shadow Ops. F11 again. Shadow Up, Return of the Castaway. Chapter 4 briefing. Strengthen the passengers. Earn parts for the passengers. Platinum Tech beat the Shadow Ops bases over the next 3 weeks to earn all 8 parts. And Orion Tech, get the gear needed to bring your Orion to the next level in Shadow Ops. The tech will be within the reach. And it starts, base 10 begins at April the 15 at 10 a.m. Yeah, if you can.
Yeah, I can read that. Chapter details. Phase 10 begins April 15th at 10 a.m. PDT, ends April 21st at 10 a.m. PDT. Phase 11 begins April 21st at 10 a.m. PDT, ends April 28th at 10 a.m. PDT. Phase 12 begins April 28th at 10 a.m. PDT and ends May 4th at 11:59 p.m. PDT. Need a phase? You can replay the current phase to earn any of the parts that you may have missed. Shadow Op points. Attack Shadow Op bases to earn points. 8,000 Shadow Op points must be earned to complete your initial playthrough. Additional playthroughs can earn you awesome extra tech plus damage bonus in the next monthly event. 4,000 additional Shadow Ops points must be earned to complete each repeated playthrough. So it's 4K on top of 4K on top of 4K and so forth. Perseus Platinum Tech Hyper Variance Armor. Effects based on damage taken. Perseus will have reactive armor. Effects at 75%, 50%, and then 25% HP. Thresholds. At each threshold, Perseus also loses 10% damage reduction and gains 25% damage dealt. Slot. Prototype. Rarity Platinum.
Can I just stop you there?
Yes.
We had some discussion of what that actually meant. Did we not?
I think so.
The Perseus reactive armor effects at 27%, 50, and 25.
It's like, I think we were discussing whether or not that 75% is if it gets the first hit.
Yeah. What are you guys thinking of here?
No, I
Yeah,
think I missed out on getting an actual unit. Oops.
Oops.
That's what you get for having a hiatus from us.
Yeah, mate. You know it.
We've missed you.
Oh, that's cute.
Specials will have reactive armor effects at 70%, 50%, and 25% HP.
I think it must get that reduced damage kicks in at them percentages. That's the way I read it.
When it gets to 75%, it gets a buff.
The first buff
50%
it
a buff.
gets for however many seconds, and then at 50% for however many seconds, and at 25% for how many seconds. Doesn't say, does it? How long the buff lasts, or
yeah.
It's Kixeye math again. Good luck.
Is it 30% or something? Is it something to do with 30%?
I don't know.
Temper.
I'm sure there's something about 30% there as well on it.
All right.
Let me have a look. Let me have a look at the text. And then what's the name now? The text center workshop opens. It takes forever.
Do you want me to go ahead with the Orion while he looks?
Yeah, just do that.
30%.
30%? Okay.
Yeah. So it gets a 30% buff or damage taken from all. It must be when it hits 75%.
I'll tell you, I'm going to hit your damn face if you keep moving that thing.
50% reduced health and 25% reduced health.
Yeah, man. That is not what I'm screen sharing at the moment. I'm looking at 2 monitors.
Okay, because your mouse is just flip floppy. And now you're moving it. Okay. All right.
Carry on.
Okay. Orion. Leo Sun effects increases speed and acceleration by 5, 10, 15, 20 to 25, 30%. Just talk about slots, boys. Orion's boosts rarity bronze. Taurus Sun affects increased turn speed by 5, 10, 15, 25, 20, 25, 30%. Almost forgot one. Slot
Let us
boots. Rarity bronze.
What guys? What would you put on? Speed or acceleration or turning speed?
Turning speed.
Speed for me.
Speed. Turning speed.
Speed for me.
Yeah. Yeah, because they are a little slow. They are a little slow if you don't use it with other units. Yeah. Yes, carry on.
Thank you. Capricorn Moon effects reduces damage taken while stationary by 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24%. Slot Orion's shield, rarity silver. Aries Rising affects armor up 25% over 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20 seconds after taking damage. Slot Orion's shield, rarity silver. I guess it's Orion's. I'm not really sure, but that's the end of it.
Okay.
Now you can wiggle that thing around all you want to, honey.
They reduce damage while stationary. What your opinions on that? Or taking damage after 20 seconds?
After.
I don't know yet. I don't know which one I prefer of them two. I haven't got enough of them.
After 20 seconds.
I like the after.
Armor's up, it will be good in PvP, I think.
Yeah, I've got 14. I'm going to shut up. I'm not saying nothing. I'm out.
At 25% at armor's up, 25% over 20 seconds. That is a long time. 20 seconds. You can actually keep a base up in that time. Well, that is interesting. We're gonna do some tests with that one. Let me see. I had one page more we should go through, and that is the gear store update.
Okay, you want me to read that?
Yes.
Okay, keep it still. I'm gonna hit you. Gear store update. New to the store. Pathfinder, the cap of it is 34, so the cost is 500,000 medals. Afterburners, 350,000 medals. Steep turns, 350,000 medals. Fast load munitions, 400,000. High yield rounds is 400,000. That's for your week's update.
Yeah. That is for the Pathfinders. You can get them. I think it is store now. Is it? They're not in store now. Let's see. It should be. Yes, they are update. Oh, have any of you tested the new missiles we got for missile silos?
I can tell you what the stats are at max.
Yeah,
No
that
test
is.
from me.
Can you screenshot that, Jeff?
I can just, yeah, I could screenshot just the one. The acid rain is the only one I upgraded to max.
Yeah.
At max level, the range is 11,000 or 1100. Excuse me. Damage points is 53,666, and that's with splash damage. And the acid continues to burn, and the fire rate is 50.
Yeah.
And I like it.
What you say? The acid rain is it drops what it's split some missiles up in the air and fall down
Yeah.
over the units.
Don't worry, we've got 8 days left till they nerf the missiles.
Oh, I don't
Yeah,
think so.
at
don't
least
say
that.
Don't say that, please.
I'm gonna drop it down to 100 range.
And this tungstone missile do actually some not that much damage, but it will confuse your incoming units that are coming to your base in the when you get attacked.
The one thing I don't like about it is that it targets one unit, and so if they're all bunched together, it scatters them, and then it just continues to work on the one unit it originally targeted. So the stuff that's scattered, when it comes back to being conscious again of its surroundings, is outside of its range of being hit. That's what I noticed when I was testing it. So that's why I didn't go that route. The acid burn, I liked it because it continued to burn. Well,
Acid.
in the duration of the burning of the acid, and the fact that it didn't spread the units. So the next round of acid rain did the same thing to them, and it was pretty much doing a good job.
Dog is asking, will the new missile do any better on bunkers and such? It is not a missile you can take with you, Perry.
It's a defense silo in your base.
Yeah.
Not the missiles you send in on attacks.
Oh. And what was the last? We got a heavy torrent too. Let's see if I can find it. It is called.
I put it in the show docs chat if you want to look there.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'd have to
Show
click on
docs.
it. You'd have to click on it, Bonsai, then I'll put you on full screen.
Show docs.
Mine's upgrading because I can't show it.
Yeah, just give me a second.
Yep.
I'm
take your
gonna.
time.
You can probably not see this one, but I'm gonna screenshot this. This. Go live. Like this. It has a range of 700 at max level. DPS is 11,200 and fire rate is 50. So it gets the same range as the Overwatches, I think, but hits
Ground.
a lot harder. Even it hits even harder than the railgun.
Only 700 because the existing ones have a 725 range.
Yeah,
No.
probably goes up to 750.
Yeah, but not the heavy plat. I think it has the same amount of range as the other ones.
The other ones all have 725 at max.
Let me go into the base here.
Yeah, but do you get the extended range with Farsight turret?
I don't think they ever did. Because it's only defenders.
Telepathy turret.
What about the
shit.
DPS?
Telemetry.
Yes, telemetry.
Yeah.
I don't think
If
we're
you-
that
Yeah, if you put the telemetry on, you do get the extra range.
7. That is the flag guns. We're going 725. Yeah, that is actually correct. They have
That's
25 range more. 25 range more than the Overwatches and
And
the
like
railguns.
and like Matt said on the side chat, I noticed that too. No splash on the new one.
We should contact Kixeye about that and see if it shouldn't be 725 at max since the other four 725. Wouldn't be beyond them to make a mistake.
No splash damage, but it hits a lot harder than anything else.
And it has the fire rate of the heavy flak, so it's not slowed down like the Overwatch or the railgun.
But it hits a lot harder than the other platforms.
The Overwatches don't do shit. They're a waste of time.
It sets off the armor down, so it armors up. So that is a good thing you can say if you use the Overwatches. Well, guys, we have been on for 1 hour now. Time to give our shoutouts. Are all ready for that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I will start off with Coyote.
Shout out to everybody who is watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Feel free to like and subscribe. Feel free to join the Discord. And I wish you all a good day. And Kixeye, fix your goddamn game because you will have a lot of.
Thank you. We have the G off.
It's Jeff, mate.
It is Jeff, by the way, but I don't pay off.
I'm going to
Just
call you
with
G.
the G.
Oh my
Instead of a
god.
J.
And God knows how many Kevins we have too. You know, at least 4.
Anyway, big shout out to you, Bonsai, for a great show, and Brandy for helping out there. I'd just like to say Happy Easter to everybody, and hope you enjoy the rest of the day.
Thank you. And we have Ghost Rider.
Hey, thank you for coming to the show, and thank you for those who will be watching later on. And feel free to like and subscribe. Hearts out to those who are not here with us today, and those who have passed, and those who are having issues now. We hope for a fast recovery, and for anybody that's missing or that will, be there next time. Feel free to join the show if you want, or even after the show. We still love to talk to you, and and shout out to Perry as well for being on the side chat, even though we know what his history is, but we're not going to say it live. But shout out to everybody, and see you next time. Feel free to like and subscribe.
Thank you. Anxiety.
Yo, Bonsai, thank you for putting on the show. Randy, thank you for all your assistance. Thanks to all my fellow panelists for helping out. And my apologies for interrupting as often as I do.
You're fine. Everybody did it. Everybody did it.
Thanks to everybody who showed up on side chat, and Miss Perry, anytime jump in. And see you next week. Like and subscribe, and I will put a link to our Discord as soon as I get the link on. And join us.
Yeah, Gypsy, join us.
Join us.
Megatronic.
I'd like to give a shout out to you and Brandy for putting on a great show. I'd like to say Happy Easter to everybody, or Happy Estes if you're a druid. I'd like to give a shout out to Mr. Geoff for coming in and joining us today.
You can hit his bass later if you want to.
He's our resident. Well, I can't say it on the show.
I'd like to give a shout out to all the people in the side chat and watching the show. Pretty much everything.
Thank you. And Raven.
Big shout out to yourself, Bonsai. Big shout out to Brandy. Big shout out to all everybody on the panel, everybody that's watching. Happy Easter. Also, a big shout out to Doomsday. We miss you. Be nice to see you at some point. Skip, Jack, Jim, and Perry.
Raven, well spoken. Thunder.
Yeah, you guys have pretty much covered it. So yeah, massive shout out for obviously you're all listening and you're all typing in. World chat still fighting, so I'm loving it. So anyway, hit the like button. I'm open. Come and hit me. But a massive shout out for Bonsai, Brandy, and absent friends that are not here or not joined us yet. The side panelists, which you are feeding off this show and typing in world chat, I'm open. So let's just bring it on. Enjoy.
With the
He wants
cords.
to really get hit, y'all.
I'm still smashing you all and you ain't touching me. So anyway, what a show. Fantastic. Press the like button, guys. Love you all. God bless you.
Thank you.
Where you at, mate? I'll come tickle your itch.
Just tickle.
I can see US Kevin. I can see US Kevin is muted. Yellow, can you give your shout outs?
Yep, shout out to everyone here in the panel, for Ghost Rider and yourself, Bonzo, for producing the shows. Shout out everyone's input.
And now they're hitting me.
God, told him to, asshole.
Everyone's input and opinions on the game and the state of the game and the future of the game. And shout out to the people in the side chat, and for those that will watch in the future.
Yep. And we have Stoat. Can you give your shout outs?
That's my shout out.
Okay.
I'm a funny bloke. I'm looking forward to getting back into the game. I've been away for a while, so sorry I missed half the show, but shout out to everybody in the show that keeps it going. No matter what happens, no matter how crap the game gets at stages, you guys keep it going and keep it fun for when we want to come back and play in our free time.
I'll come back, brother.
And it's nice to see you back as well, Jesse.
Good to be back.
Yep.
First thing I did is calling out Max at a new turret.
Go on,
We know.
you did. Go on, you did. You'll be ahead of Jeff.
No.
Hey, Brandy, they think you're lightning now.
No, I'm not lightning. I'm my own person, honey.
I know, yeah, but that's what they're saying in World Chat.
Nope.
We should make their minds up.
Nope, I am not lightning. I am the Ghost Rider, the one and only.
Did we miss
Lightning
anybody?
water.
Did we miss anybody?
You.
I don't think you have, sir.
You, Bonsai.
My guys. My shout out goes to you guys. It has always been fun to be with you in the Discord and playing with you. And for those that have been on the side chat, big shout out to you guys. And a big shout out for those that will look at us a little later, maybe. Please like and subscribe to our channel, and we'll do this next Sunday again.
Yes.
And my last shout out goes to a dear friend of mine, an old trainer, passed away last week, and I feel for the family, and we'll give you a big shout out and hope you heal over the time. And that is all from us. Have a nice day.
See you next time.
God bless all.
God bless.
So, you got a lot of experience making games, huh? You want to come make games for me? Here's a game for you. Which hand do I have your balls in? Trick question. One in each.
Where are we starting?
Hey, where's my
Put
yoo-hoo?
the call
Pink
out,
time,
let's
not
go.
that brown bullshit.
We just
Games?
chatter and go back to
Did you know I was a
Are we all done?
huckle-buckle
Yeah.
beanstalk champion? Hot-buttered beans!
animal.
I
Where's
yelled, all
Jonathan?
the kids would come running, and Sammy Glickman's pants would fall down.
So as you can clearly see, our target gaming consumer sweet spot is here, where your basic early adopting waitlister meets your hardcore leisure gaming power sampler with a knee-jerk social dabbling bias. Clear?
Listen up, Milton fucking Bradley. You don't come here to make the kind of games you play. You come here to make the kind of games she'd play.
This device will determine what game you'll be working on for the next 2 years. Good luck.
Sammy used to love his joystick. He loved to play games with it.
See, our games are so delightfully adorable that they tickle Missy here till she pees her big girl underpants.
Oh look, Zombie Castle Rescue. Hardcore.
You work here and you take that passion and degree and you shove it up a plush pony's ass till it blossoms into a fuzzy rainbow colored turd. Wait, it's a goddamn adorable idea for a game. What the fuck do I need you for?
We're platform agnostic. Our games live on browsers, social, mobile, Android, iOS, VCRs.
I think I took the boner one by mistake.
We don't imitate other games. We imagination imitate them, bitch.
Two-way pagers, 8-tracks, boomboxes.
Hello.
Hardcore. Where's in my goddamn U-Haul?
What is best in life? Is it to crush your enemies, to see them driven before you, and to hear the lamentation of their women? Well, that's a pretty good start. But at Kixeye, we want more than that. We want to make games for gamers by gamers. Because 40 years from now, when you're bouncing your grandkids on your knee and they ask, "Grandpa, what kind of games did you used to make?" You can say, "Little ones, I made games that kick serious ass. Mind-blowing games that left virtual farmers crapping their virtual pants in fear." And when your grandkids finally stopped crying, they'd understand what you were saying to them. That you worked at Kixeye. That you redefined online gaming. Imitated no one, compromised nothing, and had a fucking blast doing it. So come, be a part of the best damn gaming company on the planet.
Your only regret will be the time you spent thinking of going anywhere else!